Boom! Welcome back to Johnny Custom Glock's Frontside Press. We're going to have to move this thing over. I didn't get the iPad.
What up?
Hold on.
What up, G's?
I got to get the iPad. So she's back.
Yay! Hi, guys.
Back. Right here.
Finally.
Next to him. He's here. Over there.
Always backwards.
And I'll be right back. Because we got a really big show coming up. Tell them what we're talking about, Jeff.
Are we talking about something? We're going to talk about GSSF, I guess, probably again. We're going to talk about anything going on at SDE. There's a new Supreme Court case that's going to be heard that we can chitter-chatter about. More train shootings. That's getting old at this point, so I don't know.
Gabriel is
figure it out
this Saturday at Caffeine and Carry. He's going to talk about tactical flashlights that we should be carrying with us. So,
how did the night vision class go last week?
That was exciting. He brought in amazing night vision stuff and thermal vision, and I thought, "Oh, how much is that helmet you have there?" I said, "Around 5,000." He said, "Put a few more zeros in it." So. It was amazing.
Government contract prices?
Yeah, it was like as much as a car would cost. I'm thinking, oh man, don't need that.
Yeah, like Wick's
got but can your car
the real
night,
stuff.
though? That's the problem.
What's that?
But can your car see at night though? If not, then it's not worth it.
Not as well as his night vision stuff. Okay. Ooh, this is different.
What's that?
All these people are in.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Oh.
Poopa doopa. Good night.
It's a little old for that.
Hey, tell them what your on-base percentage is.
My on-base percentage is 1,000.
Oh. Okay.
So we're going to talk about that.
Oh, no hug for me.
How many times did you get walked?
We'll talk about it. I'll give you the whole rundown again. Right?
How many times did you get
Good
hit?
night, I love you.
All right. Good night.
So let's spank our sponsor. Get to drinking and get on with this. Do it live. So let's get to spanking. So our king sponsor, Johnny Custom Glocks, because life is way too short to have a Glock trigger that sucks. And I ain't kidding about that. So get yourself. How short life is? Jeff, show how short life is. That's short. Don't have a Glock trigger.
If you got a Glock trigger that sucks. You got a Glock trigger that sucks. It could be that short. Wrong situation.
Yep. So get yourself a Glock trigger that doesn't suck. Go get yourself a Johnny Custom Glocks and follow him on all his socials. And like I always say, go back years and listen to what he was telling you about what he was doing to the Glocks and stuff like that. And the new trigger, GAT 11. Get yourself a GAT 11. You got the 43, the 43X, and the 48, and you don't have a 4311.
I got one. It's amazing.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's a whole different system, and it rocks. So get yourself one of them. Now, are we still being sponsored by our Jester sponsor as SmokeShow3D.com?
Woohoo! Yeah, baby.
Or have we moved over to Florida? What is it? Florida Man Ammo? Have we? So if go check out, like if you haven't got yourself a block, show them what the block looks like, Jeff. If you ain't got one of them, you should get one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And go check out Sean's Ammo. All right. So he's making ammo now. And don't forget to use your FSP 10 to get yourself the very generous 10% off on all your purchases. I think we're going to be bringing in Here Not Here Targets as a sponsor. Getting some giveaways. We gotta have some targets being given away and shot up and videoed.
Mm-hmm.
And not shitty shot up either. Right? And also the Self-Defense Emporium with hooking us up with an hour every month to give away. See, I ambushed her, but then we timed it just like that.
Yeah.
Because we're a team. Like, I went a little fast, and I was like,
"You're a high-speed motherfucker."
That's right.
We have 11 people watching.
Awesome.
Hi, guys.
All right. So let's get to the toast.
Mm-hmm.
What are we toasting?
Toast to me being back.
Let's toast to Julie
Yes.
being back. Not being
Turn of
cripples,
the back.
being here with us. So it's a little toast that goes something like this. You know what rhymes with Thursday? Alcohol. That is good.
That is good.
Thank you, Win. Got that from Win.
Oh, Anthony Leathers is on.
What up, stud muffin?
Wow, yeah. Louis Soto's on. Artist.
It's a freaking party waiting to happen.
No kidding.
Speaking of that, what are we going to do, Jeff?
Burn.
You going to give me a call during the week
For
and
what?
we get a for what? You going to call me tomorrow so we can get
Parties?
some
I
dates?
don't know. Sure.
Party.
You know that because I just said
For the front
boom, a
side
whole
press
bunch of
party.
dates. The dude's chomping at the bit to get back in there.
Yeah.
All right.
Was he going to come to the?
So
Is he
let's
going to come to the
talk
party?
We'll probably get Boone to come to the party. Boone's awesome.
I got to bring my DVD copy of 13 Hours and get him signed.
He'll probably sign it. All right, so let me get the
Yeah, we'll
baseball
figure
stuff
something
out of the way. All right.
All right.
So
Let's hear it.
Gabriel, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever it was, decides that he's got to try out for baseball. Never played baseball before. And understand, I don't mean never been on a team. This kid's never played baseball at all.
Never held a bat.
Just nothing, right?
All right.
It's on a small team, right? So they got a very small team playing in the JV league, stuff like that. They have their first game yesterday. Okay, was it yesterday? No, when was it? Tuesday. First game was Tuesday, right? So I show up, and I get there because I had a lesson, so I couldn't get there on time. So I get there, and he's getting ready to get up, right? So I'm just like, so understand this. He's getting ready to step up to the plate. He's never seen real pitching yet.
Oh.
So he's never had someone pitch to him on a field.
Mm-hmm.
So the kid's got to have nuts like the size of Texas or something. Because he's just like, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go play baseball.
Oh.
It's like, your balls, kid. Right? So he's starting in right field. Right? Which made me feel better because he told me before, yeah, the coach has me in left field. I'm like, ooh. Like that's a nightmare waiting to happen right there. So he gets up. He goes to walk out, and the ump stops him because it's still warming up. So he didn't know he had to wait. Right? Coach comes, hey, hold on. Right? So he gets up to the plate. I'm like, all right, here we go. First pitch. Hits him in the leg. I was like, yeah, boy.
I told you.
Runs down to first, right? Watching him, he's like taking these giant leads, and I'm just like, whoa, somebody should be saying something to him. Right? Kid gets a hit. He's going to second. The shortstop throws a second, overthrows it. He just keeps going.
All right.
Doesn't even look. Right to third. Boom, he's on third. Next guy gets up, hits a ball, he scores. So his first bat ever, right? So game's going on. He's coming back up. He gets up to the plate, and I'm like, all right, here we go. Just wait for your pitch. Kid walks him on 5 pitches. Throws him 3 straight balls and a strike, and then a ball. And he's like, down to first he goes. So now he's got 1,000%, on base percentage. So he's out in right field. He gets a ball hit to him. He gets in front of it, hits him in the chest, picks it up, throws it in. Good to go, right? Then they have this kid get hurt. They only have 10 kids, right? So what happened is the next time up, the kid that wasn't playing, they told him to pinch hit for Gabriel. Now I don't know what the rules are in the league, but what happens is he pinch hits, but Gabriel still gets to go back into the field. All right, but now the kid can't go into the field. I don't know how it works. Right? So what happens is when they tell Gabriel that they're going to let the other kid pinch hit for him, the other team changes the pitcher. Right? So when I'm sitting and I'm watching this, I'm like, I don't remember. Like, I remember baseball in high school being thrown a lot harder and faster. You know what I mean? Then they bring in this kid, this like 6-foot kid.
Oh,
He comes in, and the first pitch sounds like this. Flop! And I'm like, oh, it's on now. And then he's like, oh, yeah, he's going to pitch it for me. And I'm like, well, that's good. Right? The kid gets up there. He gets hit. Right? So they're at this point, at one point, they were leading 5-0. Now they're getting blown out. Right? The third baseman hurt himself, and they couldn't take him out. So he can't get to the base. So they just keep stealing. Right? And they got some kids. I think they had 2 or 3 home runs. Like, I mean,
they were good, huh?
they was doing pretty good. Like, it's like this. They got a small team. They got some kids that never played before on it. Right? So it's going to be a rough season. You know, so I try to give Gabriel the talk. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you're playing for next year. But I got to tell you, like, the kid gets hurt. So now the other kid, they won't let the other kid go in. So now they only have 2 outfielders. So they take Gabriel, put him in left field. And I'm talking to Martha and go, they just moved Gabriel to left field. And she goes, all your nightmares are about to come true. Right? But they hit a line drive over third. Kid's trying to go to third from first. Gabriel scoops it up, hits the cutoff. Kid pivots, throws it, guns him down. Right? I was like, yeah, right? Oh, boy. Get home. Mommy's like, how'd you do? He goes, I don't think I did too well. I'm like, you had 2 balls hit to you. You fielded both of them. You threw a kid out at third. Well, I didn't throw him out at third. I'm like, yes, you did. He goes, no, Bentley threw him out at third. I'm like, who threw the ball to Bentley? That's called an assist. That's how it goes in a book. Right? I'm like, I thought you had a great game. 1,000% on base percentage.
So cool.
So we'll keep you updated on how Ted Williams' career moves on.
So cool.
Well, my question is, why does he keep crowding the plate?
I know, it seems to be working. He
They're
gets on
just
base
trying
every time.
Yeah, they're just trying to walk him back a little bit. Like you can't get up there and crowd the plate. You don't own the plate. The pitcher owns the plate, so he needs to learn to back off a little bit. Otherwise, he's going to keep getting thrown at.
And he'll just keep getting on base. I think he's fine. I think he's fine with that whole 1,000 percentage
Hey,
on
man,
base percentage.
a hit's as good as a hit batter is as good as a hit ball.
That's right. And I told him we set goals. I said, listen, I don't want you to put too much pressure on yourself, right? I go, you're way over your head, right? I'm proud of you for doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I go, you're way over your head. You know what I mean? Like, all these kids have been playing ball since they were like 7. Well, except for 2 other kids, right? So it's just like, you're going to have to try harder than them, and you're going to have to study the game because there's a lot of science in baseball, and you can pick up on a lot of stuff, and you can take shortcuts and catch up fast, right? But you got to try harder than anybody else. But you guys are probably going to get blown out because you only have 10 kids. Well, now they only have 9.
Yeah.
So
Right.
we'll see how the season goes. But we had couples therapy this weekend on Valentine's Day. And that was a huge, huge success. Like, Kerry, can I text you pictures? All right. So let me just bring up. Like, you got to see the play settings.
That was so pretty.
So,
Yeah, it looked like it was pretty cool from the stuff you posted online.
it was like the people in the class were great, right? And Like the class went well. The food was phenomenal. The
Mafi cooked, right?
no,
Who cooked?
Francisco.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I'll just send you like the place setting, and then I'll try to find the food and send you the food.
So we're going to be doing a Women with Weapons coming up soon, right?
Yeah, we got to get the date. We think we have the date.
Have to firm it up.
Yeah, but what did we say it was going to be? The 21st of March?
I think so. It's
So
going to be on a Saturday.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the same format.
Pistol, carbine, rifle, and
Yep.
no shotguns, though, right?
No shotguns.
Okay.
So I figure out how we can do that and keep everything safe. Then no shotguns.
Yeah.
Okay, there's just the food and the place settings if you throw them up there. So the class that like a basic class now is going to be this. It's going to be 2 hours of handgun and carbine rifle, 2 hours of the simulator, 3 hours of the shoot house.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what we're doing. So a little force on force at the end, learning how to clear rooms, stuff like that. Level 2, we're going to start throwing in like first aid and other things, like doing it one person at a time or in teams. So that's how basically what we're going to do is like level 1 will be that. Level 2 will probably have some hand to hand and some first aid and stuff like that. And maybe we start mixing in some knife fighting.
Oh yeah.
So
I like that.
it should be pretty good. But Women with Weapons will be the same format as couples therapy, and that'll be good. It was
Nice.
a really fun class. So, but what else is going on? Anything going on in the gun world, Jeff?
Active shooters.
Not particularly. I mean, yeah, we talked about the Canada shooting last week, and then since then they had that shooting at the hockey rink. That was
Where?
another one.
Where was that?
Oh, you haven't seen that? There's like video of it everywhere. The guy shot his ex-wife and his kid and then killed himself right in the middle of a hockey game. There's like video everywhere of the hockey players jumping out of the thing and skating away and people in the stands running away. Like he just pulled out his gun right in the hockey rink and killed his ex-wife, their kid, and then killed himself.
Right in the rink, like right in the stands.
Well, in the stands, yeah. You should just Google it. There's all kinds of videos of it happening.
Where was
Gary
that?
might be able to find it while we're here. Where was that? I'll look it up real quick. That guy was also, not to keep harping on things, but also a transgender guy. He was a man, Robert, and then he changed his name to Roberta or whatever, and then started dressing like a woman, which resulted in the divorce and the the petition for custody and everything else going on. And then he went to the hockey rink, and it was in Rhode Island, and then killed his ex-wife, adult son, and wounded 3 others after opening fire at the younger son's ice hockey game.
Jeez.
Goes by the name Roberta, but he's a Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's pictures of him like dressed in a dress at the kid's graduation and everything. But no, there's videos of like it was captured because everybody was, of course, videoing their kids playing hockey or whatever. So there's all kinds of videos of everybody scattering and running in circles or whatever. So yeah, that was another unfortunate shooting. There was somebody here in Sarasota. I thought, wasn't there a shooting here locally or somewhere in Florida where a mom killed her kid and then herself because there was a custody thing going on? So there's a lot of sick, crazy people in the world.
Killing on McIntosh and what was it? Proctor, that neighborhood, Amberlea. Some guy came in. I think he killed some people in Fort Myers.
Yeah, we talked about that one last week too, where he murdered like his girl or the family members on the other coast, and then drove over here and then killed her other family members here and killed the maid that was in.
Jeez. People are just thinking
Yeah.
nuts right now.
Yep.
Get out and train, guys. Don't just poke holes in papers. Come out.
Right. I mean, those are things that right. Like the mom killing her daughter and then killing herself is one thing. I guess you could be prepared for the crazy dad to show up at a hockey game and shoot you in the stand. I mean, we kind of train for like what you would think would be a normal situation. I'm walking down the street, somebody wants to mug me, or there's a home invasion or robbery or something like that. But I guess, it's kind of hard to be on guard against your ex-husband or ex-wife during a child exchange. Everybody probably should, obviously. And I do divorce work, so you should probably definitely be ready during those situations. But there are some things you just don't, I'm sure you let your guard down during certain situations than others. Not a whole hell of a lot you can do about a crazy mom killing her little kid at home and then killing herself.
It's freaking ridiculous.
But it's definitely
Like, just to let everybody know, in case you don't know this, that shit is wrong. It's wrong to shoot people like that. It's right to shoot people who are shooting like that, people like that. But it's not right to be the one doing that. So,
right.
Good guys shoot bad guys,
Well,
bad guys don't shoot. Well, we'll probably be banned for that.
Oh, Kat says he was aiming at his daughter at the rink, and a good guy jumped on him and finally stopped it.
How about that?
That's good. I didn't know that.
I figured I was just somebody at a hockey rink would hit him with something.
No kidding. Yeah, head on a swivel.
I imagine.
Oh, go ahead.
I imagine most people just run away. Like your natural instinct is probably just run and not be the one to get shot. If you're there with your own kids, or I don't know. It's a little weird.
Ah,
That's the main course. That's the paella.
I like the red guns.
Oh, are those chocolate Glocks? Oh, I thought those were chocolate Glocks. I thought those were like chocolate.
No, they're
Glocks
just they're blue guns.
brought to the
Show
thing.
the whole table of food.
You should do that next time. You should have somebody make
What's that?
chocolate Glocks that people can eat for dessert.
That's all right. There's only 4 of them, so just bring them up.
Ooh,
so there's
there
the
you go.
food. That was a spread. And the girls did a great job setting this up. I'm not going to say that's a big picture of sangria over there.
It's really beautiful.
I think that's like
Oh, it looks like
cranberry
Kool-Aid.
juice. Yeah, it's Kool-Aid.
Uh-huh.
Then you got show them what the tables look like. That's the table.
Beautiful.
Not bad for a gun class, huh?
Mm.
There's one more. Show them the other one. That's what the place settings look like.
That is so pretty.
Like they loved it. Everybody had a great time. The women had a great time. It was funny because like one couple was like the husband wanted to be there, the wife didn't. Then there was the wife wanted to be there, and the husband didn't. And then at the end, everybody was. By the time we got done with the range, moved into the simulator, right? And then when we moved into the shootouts, everybody was already jacked up.
Oh yeah.
And then when they walked into that and sat down to eat there, like
that was the cherry on top.
yeah, Juliet's like, this is the best Valentine's Day ever.
Not me.
Like
Juliet.
I'm telling you, it was pretty good. Like it is definitely going to be done again next year. Like we'll start advertising it more than 2 weeks ahead of time.
Yeah,
right.
I was gonna say, much like everything else that you do over there, like it would be good if you did it like prior to like 3 weeks before the event, and like maybe made some flyers and put them up on the glass at your place or on the counter. Maybe put something on the website. Maybe put something on your Facebook post. If you want to continue to say, hey, we're going to have a Halloween party in 8 days. Can anybody come? Knock yourself out. But I'm not a small business owner. Well, I am a small business owner. So my advice would be notice.
Well, this was a beta test, so it was basically invite only.
It was good to have just those.
But even the invites come like 7 days before the fucking event.
It was 14 days. And you said you were
I
coming.
I don't think that's accurate. I never said I was coming. You asked me if I would come, and I said I would
Yes,
have
you
to check
did.
the person I would bring, and I
You're
never
like,
got
I'm
back.
in. I'm in. You're the first one.
Say that. I did not.
Yes,
I
you
did not
did.
say that. I did
Now he's
not.
backing up.
I literally said
I
I had to check with the
didn't say
person
that.
who would come with me, and then I would get back to you. And the next thing I know, you're like, "Oh, you're coming, right?" I'm like, "I never said that. I commit to nothing. I didn't have a problem with
So you
commitment.
just
That's
said
part of the problem."
that you would check and then get back to me, and you never got back to me.
Correct. So that doesn't go down as a yes.
You said you were coming. Whatever.
I never
Moving
said
on.
I was coming.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
you're
we're-
making stuff up.
We're going to agree that I'm right, and we're just going to move on.
Well, next year is going to be amazing
That's
because you're going to have some really
Not how
nice
it works.
pictures.
Yeah, I'll put it on my calendar for next year.
Here's the deal. It was a great time. It was a good, like, we're going to do this. So we're going to do this anyways, Jeff. We're going to book it again. So we're going to book couples therapy, just regular, not Valentine's.
Yeah.
So probably less roses.
Yeah.
Right? And I'll give you a month,
We'll get daisies. They're cheap.
and I will
you
email
gotta
you.
give
That
us
way, when I get the email back, I
notice.
have a copy of it.
Oh, yeah.
Correct. You should definitely always get everything in writing, text of some sort.
Especially with you. That's all. Especially with you.
Because it's my word against yours, and lawyers are incapable of lying, so we know who's going to win that.
Oh,
Right,
oh.
So right there, everybody knows that I'm right.
Yeah.
All right, what else is going on?
So it's just that I'll give you an interesting thing to keep an eye on. We'll know in a couple of days. So we all know that California is the leader in stupid shit, obviously. So they were the first place to basically pass the magazine bans that you can only have 10 rounds or less in a magazine. And there was a lawsuit that was filed challenging that all the way back in 2017. And it's been working its way through the system here and there and getting turned around and sent back and redone and everything else. So for 7 years, this lawsuit to declare magazine ban unconstitutional has been bebopping around the system. Well, tomorrow, the U.S. Supreme Court will decide whether they're going to take up that case in this next session. Because obviously since 2017, we've now had, Bruin and all the other stuff that we've talked about numerous times about, is there a historical precedent for the law, et cetera, et cetera. So something to keep an eye on. We won't know tomorrow, or maybe by the end of the day tomorrow or by Monday, we'll know if the Supreme Court is going to take up the concept of magazine bans. Because if they do, I think that's a good indication that they're going to overturn it. Because if they don't want to overturn it, they would just leave it, because they've been denying it for all these years. But now that Bruin has come out, I think they're not going to have a choice but to take it up. And I think if they take it up, it should probably lose under their own precedent. So there is a good chance that here in the next cycle, we could get a ruling from the Supreme Court that says magazine capacity bans are unconstitutional, and they'll get struck down all over the place. So that would certainly be something interesting to keep an eye on. What they call large capacity.
Bruin. What is Bruin?
Well, Bruin's the one that said that you have to look at every Supreme Court law based on historical precedent. And if there's no historical precedent for that law, like they didn't have that law in the 1700s or whatever, then it gets thrown out now. So that's the one that they've used to throw out open carry. That's what got open carry passed here, or thrown out, the open carry ban thrown out here. It's what's been used to get other sort of bans thrown out and changed. It's what they're using to get the 18-year-old thing thrown out in a bunch of other states across the country. So it just changed before, not to get into the bogged down, boring weeds, but before the standard was all the state had to do was show a compelling state interest in order to restrict a constitutional right. So if there was a compelling state interest to have small capacity magazines because people get shot or whatever, that's all the state had to do. It was a really low burden to challenge the constitutionality of it. Now they say that it doesn't matter what the state's interest, even if the state does have a compelling state interest, if there's no historical precedent for laws banning the amount of ammunition you can have. So you'd have to find a law from like 1780 that said you can only have 5 musket balls in your house. And then you go, oh, well, it's a historical precedent. We've always had magazine capacity limits. Well, obviously those laws didn't exist. And so that's why, you know, the open carry laws didn't exist, because everybody walked around with their guns on their hips and stuff all the time. So now that that's the new standard, most of these laws are getting overturned slowly but surely. So Bruin is the name of the case. That was the guy's name that sued and got the new standard set up for gun rights. So there's a good chance that we'll have standard capacity magazines all over the country.
We have a question from Gary Carvis. Is there something that changed with triggers or switches or something of that sort?
No.
No.
I mean, switches are illegal.
Okay.
Right.
I mean,
No, all that stuff still falls under the bump stock ban. There was a guy in Florida that was just arrested at a gun show in Tampa last week or a couple of weeks ago, where he was selling FRTs, force reset triggers, at the gun show, and he got arrested. Like either ATF or the sheriff's, I think it was just the sheriff's department showed up and said you can't have those because it's a violation of the bump stock ban, and they arrested him for it, like right there. He's not from Florida. Like he came from another state to the gun show and set up a table, because I don't think he knew or whatever. I'm assuming maybe he was an idiot, and was just selling these, and he got popped selling those, so he got arrested, and now he's facing a bunch of charges for the violation of the bump stock ban. So nothing. I know nothing has changed with that. You can't have those. Now the issue is the statute is poorly worded, and it's mainly because of the title that they picked, because they literally picked the title says bump stock ban statute. And then when you go to the definition of bump stock, it says anything that makes your gun fire faster, including triggers, whatever. They should have just said, I don't know, speedy firing statute or something. Like, they shouldn't have called it a bump stock ban. They should have just come up with some other generic label to encompass it. So everybody gets confused because they're like, oh, it's just a bump stock ban. Well, I don't have a bump stock. They don't go read the actual definition that includes all these other mechanisms that you can put on your gun. So people are just, he may have been from another state and was just like, oh, I hear you can't sell bump stocks there. Well, I'm not selling bump stocks. I'm selling FRTs. And he came down here and set up his table, and off to jail he went. So they definitely have not changed anything in Florida with that. Now, the bump stock ban was overturned federally. We talked about this like 6 months ago or whatever. There was a constitutional challenge to that went to the federal Supreme Court, and they said the ATF rule banning bump stocks was unconstitutional, and they threw that out. But this isn't an ATF rule. This is a state statute. So the state statute still applies, and the state statute in Florida says you cannot have any mechanism on the gun that makes it fire faster than the original rate of design for a summary, basically. So no, you can't. Nothing's changed with triggers. Don't get.
So we have another question, Jeff. Steve Nelson wants to know: are FRTs grandfathered in if you had them prior?
No, they're illegal to possess. You have to treat them like cocaine. Like, they're illegal for everything. They're illegal to possess, because that's the other thing. A lot of people think, well, it's not on my gun. It doesn't matter. They are per se illegal as an item. You cannot have one in your pocket. You cannot have one in your house. You cannot have them with a mouse or a grouse. Like, you can't have anything that falls under that category. Mere possession is illegal. So treat it like cocaine. You can't sell it. You can't possess it. You can't purchase it. They're not. The ATF is telling these companies not to ship them across state lines in the state of Florida because they're not allowed to have them. So you can't have them. There's no grandfathering in whatsoever. They are illegal to own. Not like braces. Remember when the federal law? Right, because when the federal law changed about braces temporarily, they didn't make braces illegal. The braces only became illegal if you put them on the gun and created a short barrel rifle. So you could have your brace, like, you couldn't technically have them in the same safe or even really the same house. But like, I had a brace, it was in my safe at the office, and my gun was at my house. It was perfectly legal for me to own the bump stock. I just couldn't put it on my gun because then it converted the gun to an SBR and made it illegal. FRTs are different. The state statute is different. You cannot have any of those things that fall into that category at all. Possession is illegal. So treat them like cocaine. Can't have
So
it.
cocaine, I can have cocaine as long as I don't put it on my gun? Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay, just checking.
Oh God. Oh.
Don't sprinkle it anywhere. So if you've got one, you better freaking get rid of it because it's not grandfathered in. You better get rid of it. Throw it in the fucking ocean or bury it
The
somewhere.
cocaine or the FRT or both?
Both.
All right. So Cody John says, "Does a binary trigger?"
Binary trigger is a FRT, isn't it?
Correct. Yes. Well, it's anything that increases the rate of fire of the gun. So a binary trigger increases
everybody
the fire.
Everybody stop.
Yeah.
Everybody look up here. If you go like this, and it goes bang, and then you go like this, and it goes bang,
Oh.
that's illegal.
So here you go. Bump
So
stock
Sean
is defined as
Go ahead.
as a
Go ahead.
conversion kit. It's defined as a conversion kit, tool, accessory, or device that alters the rate of fire of a firearm to mimic that of a fully automatic weapon. This includes any item that increases the rate of fire beyond what is possible for a person to fire the firearm unassisted. It prohibits the importation, transfer, sale, or possession of bunk stocks, making possession of one a third-degree felony.
So,
So
Steve,
there
you
you go.
better cut your trigger finger off.
So you cannot have anything that increases the rate
State of
of
Florida.
fire
That
on the gun.
Says, "What if I have a prescription for one?"
thing, yeah.
Yes. That's only going to matter if they remove bump stocks from Schedule 1 and make them Schedule 3 bump stocks. Then you'll be okay.
Yeah, but
Until then,
Trump
though-
can't do that because it's got to go through Congress.
Correct. It's got to go through Congress. Correct.
Isn't that right? Isn't that what the thing was?
So Victor
Yeah,
says
that was the whole thing about that.
That Google keeps telling people that in Florida there is no law banning FRTs. Well, Google sucks.
Right, because it's bump stock. Right. Although, I don't know if that's true because I just Googled real quick bump stock definition Florida in Google, and the first answer is the one I literally just read to you. So I don't know who says Google is not telling people that because I'm literally reading the AI response or that Google gives now to everything, and what I just read to you came from that. So I don't know if that's true or not. I do know, while we're on the subject, that the AIs are always wrong about gun laws.
Oh yeah.
People have been running experiments about gun laws and asking the AIs questions and stuff, and they're literally giving wrong answers. So don't trust ChatGPT or any other AIs out there about Second Amendment stuff because they're all programmed by algorithms, and most of the people who do that in Silicon Valley are leftists, and so they've programmed it to give you wrong answers. So do not trust AI gun answers.
Text Jeff. Get your answers from him. James Gerard wants to know: wouldn't a SRT increase the rate of fire?
An FRT?
No, SRT. I don't know what that is. SRT.
FRT.
I don't know.
FRT.
Yeah, force
Did he
reset.
misspell?
I don't know. Maybe he means SRT.
I don't know.
I don't know. Ask him what an SRT is, or see if he misspelled it. I don't know what an SRT is, but an FRT the whole point of an FRT is to make it fire faster because it force resets your trigger, so you don't have to move your finger. You just keep pulling, and the gun automatically resets it, just like a binary trigger. It's literally designed to fire twice upon the action. They're all designed for
It's a baby bump stock.
And if you
exactly.
That's legal.
That's legal.
That's
right,
legal.
That's your finger.
Except for
that's
Steve's.
your finger.
His finger's really thin.
So Steve said, I don't know what SRT is. Short.
Right. I don't know what SRT is either.
Short reset trigger.
Short reset trigger?
No.
Probably.
No, short
because
reset
that doesn't.
trigger
Right.
is
That's
not the same. Because it doesn't.
It still requires you to pull the trigger with your finger.
The difference is like what? The FRT works like a bump stock, right? Basically, what it's doing.
Correct. The gun forces it. So you pull with your finger. You don't move your finger back. The mechanism forces the trigger to automatically do it. So you just keep pulling towards yourself, and it fires over and over and over again because it force resets the trigger. That's what the mechanism does. So you're not firing by single pulls of your finger. The mechanism is doing the firing. You're just holding the mechanism down, much like a bump stock. You put it up against your thing, you're pulling the trigger, but because it's bumping and making the gun go so fast, that's what's making it fire over and over again. You're not moving your finger back and forth. With a short reset, you still have to move your finger back and forth to make the gun fire.
Just reset.
So I think that's what the argument would be. Correct. It's a shorter reset as opposed to no reset with your finger. Now the binary trigger is you still pulling your finger, but it's obviously making the gun fire twice as fast because now you're pulling, it goes off, and then when you let go, it goes off. So it's still, you're getting 2 shots per single pull of the trigger. So it's still a mechanism designed to make it fire faster than one pull of the trigger, basically.
How about that?
So there's your quick education on force reset triggers. The only thing that's sort of changed, there's a bunch of, they changed the definition of what a active user of marijuana is. So there used to be basically a presumption that if you had like a marijuana prescription or a marijuana card, that you were a user of marijuana, therefore you couldn't get it. But they've changed the definition to basically say you have to be actively using it. So, for example, you could have a medical marijuana card, but maybe you don't have a current prescription for it. So you could still, now that they've changed the definition of what a user is, you will still pass a background check because now you can mark, no, I'm not an active user because your prescription is not valid.
So if it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and you haven't been on a weed since 10?
No, they're not going to let you do that. Well, I didn't smoke yesterday, so I'm not actively smoking. No, it's not that stupid as I didn't smoke today, so I'm not actively smoking. It basically has to do with the presumption that comes with the
smoking right now.
Yeah, it's the presumption that comes with having the prescription or the card that causes the problem. Because a lot of people think that you just need a card and then you can smoke marijuana. It's 2 steps. You have to get a government state license that says you're allowed to smoke it. Then you got to get a doctor to write you a prescription. You still have to have a prescription. You can't just get a marijuana card and then go buy it from Johnny down the street and smoke it in your house. Like, it still has to come from a doctor's prescription and a regular dispensary or a legal dispensary. Just like you can't go get your Percocet from Joe down the street either. You got to get a prescription for it, then get it from CVS or whatever. So you still have to. I have a hard time explaining that to my criminal clients when they keep getting pulled over and they smell marijuana and they search their car and find like 25 pounds of it, and then they go, "Oh, I have a medical marijuana card." Well, yeah, but you didn't get a prescription for 25 pounds of marijuana, and if you did, I want to know who your doctor is because there might be an issue there. So, right, just having a card doesn't mean you can smell like it 24/7 and carry it everywhere you go. You still got to have a prescription.
Oh, hate that smell.
Got to smoke a pound of weed a day. I got glaucoma.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Sprained my ankle. All right.
What else we got?
That's about it.
No,
Not much.
let's
That's not
thank
much
the
else.
sponsors and draw something. What's that?
We have to draw for like 4 weeks or something, don't we? Because Julie didn't pay her gambling debt, so her knees got capped, and we don't know how many people we got to give stuff away to.
They're coming to get me.
She was going to be a figure
Lost
skater.
all that stuff on the Super. You shouldn't have picked the. You shouldn't have picked the Patriots. You wouldn't have had that problem.
There you go.
I have a whole list from December and January. All right, what are we doing? Do I want to give Terry December's names?
No,
No.
we're just going to draw.
All right.
We're just going to draw 2 chances tonight
Yeah.
and get back on track.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So, Carrie, how do you want to do it first? All right. Just make the wheel. We'll make a big wheel. We'll figure it out. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spank the sponsors. So first of all,
Well, she's busy doing the wheel. So don't worry about playing music.
She can multitask. She's been doing this for a long time. She knows what she's doing. So
I'll
our
cover the
king
music.
sponsor. Yeah,
What'd you say?
I'm gonna complain about it every time. So our king sponsor. Johnny Custom Glocks. Life is way too short to have a Glock trigger that sucks. So change your trigger, get a Johnny Custom Glocks trigger so that life will be better for you. Our jester sponsor, Sean Helton over there at SmokeShow3D.com.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Don't forget to use your FSP 10 to get the generous 10% off of when you go and get your armor's block because you can't win one because you don't try hard enough. And that's the truth. And
It's true.
the Self-Defense Emporium. Here we go. All right. So what are we drawing first?
The block. Armor's block.
Armor's block. So whenever you're ready, Carrie. Ooh. What's that big ass wheel? Give it to us.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Oh, look at that.
If that thing gets any bigger, it won't fit on the screen. I got
That's
the glasses. I
what she
can
said.
read it now. All right, this
That's
is
what
for
she
the
said.
armor's block. Spin it.
Do, 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 do.
Steve Nelson.
Oh, what a
I
surprise.
see James Gerard back on the wheel. All right. All right. So now what are we giving away?
It's going to be the Smoke Show keychain.
Not that you can see it, but the Smoke Show 3D.
Sure it
Oh, here
is.
we go. Meh. Brr. It's not a Magpul 30-round magazine. Whatever you think. Just a very cool keychain. All right, spit it up. Let's see who gets one. Let's see who gets one.
Steve Nelson. Again.
We gotta limit him. Just like we need to limit his trigger finger. All right, so now you're gonna put Sean on the wheel and the FSP keychain. Is that
Yep.
what we're giving away?
Yep, that's next.
Ah, da, 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 da. We got Facebook. Pew 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 pew. Pew.
Oh, there was a rocket launch tonight that we
Was
missed.
Pablo on?
No, he was not. But who was it? Steve was watching it.
All right, hold on. Waiting for Sean to be put on the wheel.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my glasses back on.
Yeah, it's going to get a lot smaller.
Oh, this ain't gonna be good.
Ooh, look at that. Oh, my goodness.
Spin it.
Keychain.
Imagine somebody watching this on their phone.
No. Jeez. Oh, my gosh.
Lana.
Yeah,
Who's in today? Oh, you know.
I know.
All right.
Good deal. Sim chances.
All right. 2 chances to win an hour. Steve and Sean only get 1 when we go beneath them.
Nope.
So anytime he wins now, the rest of the month.
Is he-
Yep. Anytime he wins now, then we go to the person below him.
Okay.
All right, spin it. Where's Sean? I don't know, man. I don't think Sean's trying very hard. All the business is going on now. He's just, not putting.
Right, he's got too much
Who's
stuff
below
going
him? Who's
on.
below him?
Why's he got time for all that?
Sean Hilton.
Put him on.
There's something you don't see. Yep. So now they're done for the rest of the month.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
There it is. All right. You got any words of wisdom for us, Jeff? Closing?
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Oh.
That's it. All right. So thanks, everybody.
Be
That was
careful
on
out
the show.
there
How
as
many
always.
we got 16.
16. I think we had more than that earlier.
All right.
Some people dropped out.
Don't
All
smoke
right, so we're gonna try to
marijuana
get-
and use your guns.
We're going to try to get a dinner set up where you can come but not bring your FRTs, but you totally can bring your SRTs, but you can't bring your marijuana
Ugh. Ah.
because then then you're an active user. So we will
Yep.
try to get a date and get this out there and see how many people we can get to show up for the Frontside Press dinner.
We've got a bunch of people who won simulator stuff and have never showed up. So
Oh,
I'm going
they
to
only-
harass them.
Nope, they only get like a month and a half now.
A month and a half. That's it. You're done.
You get 45 days to cash in
Yeah.
or to make an appointment or something
Yeah.
like that. All right.
All
I
right.
can't, because what's going to happen is we're going to have 9 people show up at once, and
Yeah.
that ain't gonna go over.
Right.
All right, so here we go. And Frank Butts, I got to get Frank a price on his. All right,
All right.
so
All
thanks to everybody that keeps watching the show. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to Jeff and Julie. Thanks to Carrie. Right, everybody have
She's
a
amazing.
yep. Everybody have a great week. All right, and we'll see you next week. Play music. Peace.
Bye, guys.